want you to understand that this protest, this demonstration, is not a demonstration of United States and of Europe and Australia and Japan. It is a demonstration of all working class people all over the world, rich country, poor country, white country, black country, all country.
And if anyone asks you today in Seattle what you want, tell them social justice. And if they ask you when do you want it, tell them now. The WTO rules that our leaders are forcing down your throats are not working. A question: who asked for these rules? Did you ask for these rules? Who the hell asked our leaders to give us the WTO? Who the hell asked our leaders to give us that?
What are some, like, if you had to give like three of the main issues that are bringing people here?
One is environmental issues. The other are labor issues, as far as basic workers' rights, child labor and that. And the other is just the fact of getting fair trade. I mean, where we are, it's the top versus the bottom. It's what the issue is. Not left or right. It really is an issue over the economy.
The bonds that people are making, like between environmental issues and labor issues, do you think those will be lasting?
No, this is an issue we can't be divided on. It's quite simply, everybody loses unless we do it collectively.
Now, looking back, I'm thinking that it was a really beautiful coalition. It was something that I'd never seen before. There were so many different people at the labor rally and on the streets in Seattle from all over the world. There were people of color as well as white people. There were men and women. It was really fabulous.
For instance, although we have a public health care system, our individual hospitals are owned by society. And under the rules of the WTO, those are privately owned. So that means that an American healthcare corporation could come in and challenge and demand the same subsidy that a public nonprofit gets. So we have to stop it.
Max Am, from Charles Hurwitz. He also owns Pacific Lumber down there. It's clear cutting all the redwoods. So we're all in the same struggle against the same guy.
So is it actually true that steelworkers are forming an alliance with environmentalists?
Yes, that's the Alliance for Sustainable Jobs in the Environment.
Great. And how do rank and file steelworkers feel about the alliance?
Very strongly, very strongly. We've gotten great response throughout the membership. At first, it was a little bit of they weren't too sure on how that was going to work in with it, because historically we always equated environmentalists as losing jobs, and we're starting to find out otherwise. And I think as time goes along, workers down at Pacific Lumber are going to learn that too.
You guys are breaking some stereotypes.
Yes, we are. We're breaking a lot of stereotypes.
But because of WTO deregulation, they no longer require a turtle exclusion device. Turtles are being killed in record numbers, and a record number did wash up the Florida coast just this year.
They have said to us in countries like mine, Barbados, if you want jobs, you have to forget trade union rights. If you want jobs, you have to forget labor laws. If you want jobs, you have to forget decent wages. We have said to hell with you.
I bring you greetings from 30 million workers in Latin America and the Caribbean. Long live the unity of all workers of our hemisphere. In Latin America, we have seen our jobs debased, the labor cost debased, the millions and millions of children on the streets of every one of our countries working so that their parents can live. And all of this is done in the name of free trade. All of this is done in the name of competitivity. And we are saying in Latin America, together with you, no to a WTO that turns its back on social justice. We will not accept them, and we will struggle together with you till that situation is ended. Long live the unity of workers. Together we shall overcome.
Well, I'm held by two opinions. One is I'm mad because it's my job and they're inflicting pain upon me. I'm going to lose my job to cheaper slave labor. At the same time, I feel bad for them because they're being oppressed and slave trade. They don't make much for the job I do. And the job I do, I know it's dangerous. And it's very vital to a country. Man, people got to do what they got to do to make a living. And over there, it's a good job for them. They go do it. They need to make a living. I have a problem with people that run business, own the businesses, because the profit's all they care about.
Fair trade means you want everybody to be treated equally like we are. You know, bring their wages up to our levels, don't bring ours down to theirs. Exactly. Who's going to buy the products if everybody's making poverty money? And where's the profit going to be at then?
While workers from all over the world, environmentalists, and others were rallying and marching, thousands of mainly young people prevented the WTO from meeting the opening day by using civil disobedience. These protesters showed many that the WTO is fatally flawed and cannot be reformed. They put their bodies on the line in the tradition of the Flint sit-down strikers of 1937 who created the CIO.
Sit down and lay down.
You know what I just heard? You want to hear what I just heard? All the blockades are holding, so delegates are walking in, but they're having some problems getting around this human chain that has formed around the convention center.
This is actually a really amazing amount of space, which is going to be made even larger. Everybody should be clear that we are not going to be standing up. It's too uncomfortable. We'll be laying down. So we're ready here. Dress warmly.
While we were protesting to help create a world where human needs come before corporate profit, the police attacked us brutally, especially after the labor march was over. And on Wednesday, over 500 of us were arrested, including me.
We had a rally down at the docks, and we went through the Pike Market and came up to the corner and saw those police chasing the kids down the street. These are the same kids that have been marching with us. They weren't doing anything wrong. And they were tear gassing them, and I've never seen it before, and I said, well, we'll stick around and watch it. Now they tear gassed us, and now they pepper sprayed us.
Town, but if you want to bring your First Amendment rights with you, you're on your way to the pokey. So I want to sing a song about a time-honored American tradition, and that's civil disobedience. Now was it Cesar Chavez? Maybe it was Dorothy Day. Some will say Dr. King and Gandhi set them on their way. No matter who your mentors are, it's pretty plain to see. If you've been to jail for justice, you're in good company. Have you been to jail for justice? I won't shake your hand. Oh, sitting in and lying down are ways to take a stand. Have you sung a song for freedom or marched that picket line? Have you been to jail for justice? Oh, you're a friend of mine. You law-abiding citizens, listen to my song. Laws were made by people, and people can be wrong. Once unions were against the law, but slavery was fine. Women were denied the vote, and children worked the mine. Yeah, the more you study history, the less you can deny it. A rotten law stays on the books till folks with guts defy it. Shake your hand, sitting in and lying down are ways to take a stand. Have you sung a song for freedom or marched that picket line? Have you been to jail for justice? Oh, you're a friend of mine. Now the law's supposed to serve us, and so are the police. And when that system fails, it's up to us to speak our piece. It takes eternal vigilance for justice to prevail. So get courage from your convictions. Let them haul you off to jail. Have you been to jail for justice? Well, I'll shake your hand. Sitting in and lying down are ways to take a stand. Have you sung a song for freedom or marched that picket line? Have you been to jail for justice? Have you been to jail for justice? Will you go to jail for justice? Then you're a friend of mine.